Showered today.
Broken again, eh?
Oh my God. And I had my hair, no pressure. No. There is no way. I just got out of the shower.
So that's where you got the outfit on?
Yeah.
The gavel.
I can read about it. I'm going to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Figured out, got the signing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we all do it. Yeah, like.
Good evening, members of the public, staff, and incoming council. It is a pleasure to be here to welcome you all here in person and live streaming to the inaugural meeting of the Black River-Matheson Council for the 2022-2026 term. As we gather, we are reminded that Black River-Matheson is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich Indigenous history and home to many First Nations. Today, we acknowledge the Abitibi and Assinipiq First Nation on whose traditional territory we are meeting. The inaugural meeting of council is ceremonial based. It's a meeting in which each member of council takes their declaration of office as required under section 232 of the Municipal Act in order for the term of the office to officially begin. Incoming council, we appreciate your willingness to devote your time and efforts to making Black River-Matheson a better place to live. I know you will provide us with an invaluable perspective as we sort through community priorities throughout your term. Tonight, we say farewell and thank you to the outgoing council for the term of 2018 to 2022 and welcome the 2022 to 2026 term of council. At this time, I would like to invite former Mayor Gilles Latteroux to the front to officially call this inaugural meeting to order.
I don't know if I need the mic. Can you hear me well? Yes? All right. So I'll just need the mic on the side. So welcome, everyone. We're calling the meeting to order. This is the official inauguration meeting for new coming council and mayor. And I'd like to welcome everyone that's here tonight to share this very exciting moment and the feelings of being proud of who is here at the table to represent our community and to move forward our new platform, new economics, and to make sure that they remain humble and transparent through the whole process. We are very proud to have our firefighters here with us tonight. I'd like to thank them for being here and doing the presentation that they have. And I have a little speech that I have to kind of stick to so I don't get off track. And because I was told I could talk for an hour. So keep it short. So again, welcome everyone and everyone that's virtually listening. And if you don't hear me, please forgive me for that, but I think I speak pretty clear and loud that everybody should hear me. So bienvenue à tous et tout présent et virtuellement. We'd like to acknowledge that we are in the Treaty 9 Abitibi and Assinipiq Nation territory. And Chief June Black sends her regrets, since she couldn't make it tonight. But we have the lovely Gloria that will do the smudging for us tonight. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate that, having you here. All former council members, I want to thank them also for their time and their help and their guidance and the unity that we built along the way and the friendship that we made will never be forgotten. The BRM staff and employees, can't say enough of them. They went over and above to serve us, to help us and to guide us. And I highly recommend that the new council, if you need to search and, and reach out, they're there to help you guys and to really help you guide yourselves through this whole process, because you'll be going through a lot of transitional learning to understand the municipal act and the municipal affairs of things to do, and especially to serve the community. So I really support that. The incoming mayor and council, I want to congratulate you for putting your name into the roster and to really take the time to make that sacrifice for your community and to help all people to better this community to a higher level. I think this council has done a great job to put it in a better position. And there's a lot of new things coming that this new council will do. They'll have their own goals, their own vision, and it'll be very interesting to look forward to. So it's a sense of excitement that we're here. It's bittersweet for some, but exciting for the others to really be part of this. This is major. This leadership position that they've taken on is not to take it lightly, and they will have a lot of responsibility that comes to their table. And I highly recommend everyone that places judgment before the final facts. Take part of the council meetings, listen to the council meetings, because there's the information that you need to really make a fair adjustment and a judgment of what's going on and what the council and mayor has to offer. Because there's always three sides of the story. There's the left, there's the right, and there's the middle, which is the truth. So I highly recommend that. There's always going to be some gossip, but at the end of the day, their hearts are at the right place because they made a commitment to sit at that table and lead. So always remember that when you go to say something, just sit back and listen, because there's more to it and there's more involvement to it. We are in a new phase of many opportunities. This town is positioned to higher growth and prosperity, because the former council and myself, we were very adamant to push that we are centrally located for the biggest growth. With all the mining sector that's happening, I think it's in a really good position at this time. So we're looking forward to that. 15 plus years ago, I'd just like to share a little bit of my little story. 15 plus years ago, a lady came in, and I was just a technician at my father's shop. And she had told me, she says, one of these days, I see you as the mayor. Boy, did I laugh. But here I am today in this community, and so proud to have taken the position and the honor of serving the community. This really, you pay attention to those details, and it really makes you wonder where life's next chapter is going to happen. For me, it's going to be new ventures, but my heart stays right here in River-Matheson. I'm not going anywhere. You'll see this face. You'll see this smile. And you'll see that I'll be continuing to help this community. As I move away from into another 15 years ago, as I move away from this into another province, I remember a quote from a former mayor. It was Garrett Block. I don't know if any of you remember her. She stated in the local newspaper was what was the Mirror. I don't know if any of you remember the Mirror, but we had a newspaper. We had a local newspaper. And she stated, you can take the person out of BRM, Black River-Matheson, but you will never take the BRM out of that person. And when I left here to work at Bombardier, I said, see you later, I'm never coming back. Guess what? I'm back. And I'm staying. So 8 years ago, I had the honor and the privilege to be elected to serve this great community of Black River-Matheson as a counselor, as in my term as a counselor. And then I had the support to move forward and put my name as mayor. And I was elected and I was honored to serve with the highest degree. I'm forever grateful and humble that many people believed in me and they trusted me and voted for me. So thank you for all the people that did, because it meant a lot to me and my family. So there was always a quote that came back to my mind also, and as I was progressing through my term, is from Bob Proctor. He says, "Giving to others never depletes me. It enriches my life." And is that so true? Because every time you serve, you give back as a volunteer, as a leader of any level of a chapter of your life, you're enriching yourself, but you're helping others. And that alone means a lot. And that carries a lot of weight. To me anyways. So to my former council and staff, a huge thank you to all of them. Most of them are here, a few of them are not. And the employees of Public Works also, and I never want to leave them behind also, because they do a tremendous job. And they work hard and they work long hours to make sure that your infrastructure stays together and it's well kept. Thank you for them. And take the time to thank them also. You know, give them a handshake. Thank you for the great job. Even if you don't agree sometimes, you don't know all the facts, but you have to do some stuff that sometimes is directed differently for different purposes. So through our differences, I'm glad to say that we made a positive difference. And you should all be proud of all your achievements, especially the staff, the Public Works, and our former council. Be proud of what we've done. During the time of crisis, we kept our people safe and healthy. And there was a lot of pressure at that time because we didn't know what was happening. But we sat down and we stuck it together and we pulled through and we kept everybody safe and sound. And here we are today to the next level. And the reopening of all the new ventures and economic growth. Our vision remained our priority, and we never lost sight of who we're here to serve, and that's the people of Black River-Matheson. We got to put our personal agendas aside. When you come into this position, I had to put all my bias aside and really focus when I made a decision to move forward on the short-term and the long-term impact of what I decided and what our council decided. So always remember that, we're here to serve the people of Black River-Matheson. Our many achievements were not visible, but you know that you can hold your head up high and from the persistence and the passion to serve. My biggest hope for the future of our communities, and I mean communities, as a community in Sinebek and Black River-Matheson. The truth and reconciliation must continue. And I hope this council will continue to further grow and hold dear to your heart that the Acadian Sinebek Nation needs to be part of our communities. And, we've grown leaps and bounds together. And I think it's to be continued. And I hope that we do. And overall, for our people, it's to love, to respect, to support, and grow inclusively for everyone. Not just specific group, minority, or whatever. It's inclusive. We have to be inclusive. And we have to accept each other. And to grow together stronger than ever. So hopefully my involvement has made a positive difference. Because I have found a deeper appreciation for where I live. BRM is positioned to be bigger than ever it has ever been. This is not a goodbye, but just I will see you soon. I wish good luck and prosperity to the new mayor and council. And there's two words that I'd like to leave with them for the future is to remain humble and remain transparent at all times, because the people need to know the truth. The one thing I'd like to wish before I step aside and we go through the swearing in, and that is, I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, a healthy Happy New Year. Joyeux Noël et bonnes années à tout le monde, santé et bonheur. Peace in the world, as we know it's a turbulent world as we have right now, And we need this. My slogan was always better together always. And if you remember through the whole process of the crisis, it was always better together. How coincidental it is that when I started my term, we didn't go through the COVID first, and my slogan was better together always. So I think the synergy was positive. So with that, I'd like to congratulate the new members and thank everyone for your support during those years. And like I said earlier, we will see you again. Thank you. Merci.
Thank you, former Mayor Lattaru, for your contribution and service towards the community over the past 4 years. Your leadership will never be forgotten. At this time, I'll call upon Brooke Cashmore and Kristen to lead us into O Canada. So if everyone could please stand. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patron love, in our son's command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I'm going to try my attempt at the French one. I haven't seen it since public school. Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front essaie de fleurons glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits, et ta valeur de foi tentée protégera nos foyers et nos toits. Protégera nos foyers et nos toits. Thank you, Brooke and Kristen. That was a job well done. It is my pleasure to be able to introduce Gloria Cottrill on behalf of Apatibbi and Assinipic Nation to perform the smudging ceremony for us all tonight. Gloria? Thank you, Gloria. That was a beautiful cultural ceremony. A nice way to cleanse the spirit and lead us into a new chapter. We will now perform the swearing in ceremony of council. I would ask that former Mayor Lattaroux to accompany me throughout the declarations. Please stand, Chantal. Can you please read your declaration of office out loud?
I, Chantal Rondo, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward One Councillor in the municipality of Township of River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in bias, corrupt, or any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, directed or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict and Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty the King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as it is made under oath.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I, Keith Neal, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward Two Councillor in the municipality of Black River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any improper manner. I will disclose to any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful to bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and to make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and now knowing it is of the same force and effect as if it made under oath.
Congratulations.
I, David Allen Diamond, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward 3 Councillor in the municipality of the Township of Black River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations. Councilor.
I, Daniel Patrick DeMarkey, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward 4 Councillor in the municipality of the Township of Black River-Matheson, I do solemnly promise and declare I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or an improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration consciously believing to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations, Council.
That's good.
I, Louise Gattery, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward 5 Councillor in the municipality of the Township of Black River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations, Council.
I, Sheila Kimberly Drew, having been elected or appointed to the office of Ward 6 Councillor in the municipality of the Township of Black River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received or will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as made under oath.
Congratulations, Councilor.
I, Doug Bender, having been elected or appointed to the office of mayor in the municipality of the Township of Black River-Matheson, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made in a oath.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Before I transfer the chain of command, I'd just like to congratulate Mayor Doug Bender to his new position. It is an honor and a privilege to transfer the chain of command. And may God bless you and your new council to serve the people. With that, I transfer the chain of command, privilege to serve. May God bless you. Congratulations.
I can stay standing, but that, everybody. I'd just like to start off with a special thank you to Gloria Cottrell for participating in tonight's event and taking the time to do so. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank sincerely the Black River-Matheson Fire Department, who, as former Mayor Ladder had mentioned, we rely on very heavily for their volunteer participation in looking after this fine community of ours. Thank you, gentlemen. I'd also like to thank Brooke and Kristen for their fine portrayal of our national anthem. I'd like to thank Cassandra Child, our clerk, our treasurer, for her organizing of tonight's activities and inauguration. And I'm looking forward to working with Cassandra and Chris, of course, our CAO. I'd also like to this time take a few seconds. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking tonight, but I'd like to really say thank you to the former mayor and council for their time and efforts in supporting the community and the time that they took out of their personal lives to do so. Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank all of my new councilors that have put their names forward to work with me in a cooperative manner to make this municipality move forward. Thank you very much. Few other comments. I know there's going to be many challenges ahead in the next 4 years, and maybe for a lot more than that, we'll see. But I also know there's going to be many opportunities, and with a lot of hard work and effort, which is the way I was raised, I'm sure that we're going to make the community a better place than when we arrived. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you. I wanted to make it very clear that I wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight and participating in this event. It makes it very special to see all of the residents of the community to show up and support our new council. And personally, I would like to thank each and every one of you for having the confidence and allowing me to assume this role. Thank you very much. One other point I want to make very clear is as former Mayor Ladder had mentioned, it's very important to be available and transparent in our activities. And I'm very hopeful that will be the case for the next 4 years. I know personally, I will make myself available to each and every resident of the community as required, whether it's an issue, whether it's a concern, or whether it's an idea. I'm more than interested to listen to each and every resident of the community and take their concerns to heart and try to deal with them to the best of my abilities and in whichever way the staff and my council can actually handle things. But I will be available on a regular basis. So please feel free to reach out to me. And thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to allow each of the councilors to have the opportunity to say a few words, and I'd just like to start with Ward 1, Councillor Rondo. Finally get to say that.
I don't like talking in front of people. It's not my big thing, but I have been a longtime resident of Paul Tire, and I'm proud and very excited to be your counselor for Ward 1. In recent years, our town has seen some rough times, and longtime residents such as myself long to resurrected joys of belonging to such a community. which in spite of several obstacles is still a vibrant participant of Black River-Matheson. I have never been counselor, therefore this will be a learning curve for me, a journey that I am excited to take with you all. I will do my very best to serve and to represent our town to the best of my capabilities. Thank you for listening.
I'd like to call on Ward 2 Councillor, Councillor Neil. You have a few words.
I'm very thankful for the privilege to be able to serve Black River-Matheson. Had the privilege of serving on the Black River-Matheson Fire Department for 10 years, and I've enjoyed my time with them. Been involved in doing different things in the community, and my heart is really to serve, and that's serving not just Ward 2, but all of Black River-Matheson. And again, if I can be of any assistance and encouragement, that is definitely my hope, and see where we move in the future. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to call on Ward 3 Councillor, Councillor Diamond.
Thank you. I look forward to working with all of our residents and businesses within the community to keep our community vibrant and to make it even better as we move along the next 4 years. And I'm going to be short on words tonight, hoping that my actions will speak for themselves, and we'll see you here in 4 years from now.
Next, I'd like to call on Ward 4 Councillor Dan DeMarkey.
Thank you, Your Worship. Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking and being as shy as I am, I'd like to thank everybody here for coming out and participating in the inauguration. It is an honor to serve. This is my second term. One thing I have learned over the years in my military time is teamwork. And without teamwork, you're an individual. And things just don't come together as good. So I'm looking forward to a new team. And I think we have a good team. And we all look forward to helping out in the town, moving ahead, and participating in whatever comes up. Thank you, Gloria, for coming out. It was interesting and well taken. Your Worship. Congratulations.
Thank you, Councillor. And I'm sure we are going to be working hard and working collaboratively. Thank you. Thank you. Next, I'd like to call on Ward 5 Councillor, Councillor Gaddy.
I'm not gonna be too wordy tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And I've been a long time resident of Algony, and I hope to serve my community and all of Black River-Matheson. I'm looking forward to working with all my fellow councilors and our new mayor and the staff. So I will do my best to serve and make this a better place to live. Thank you.
Last but not least, I'd like to call on Ward 6 Councillor, Councillor Drewer.
Thank you, Your Worship. I am the proud counselor of Raymore. Raymore has seen a lot of its challenges, needs some love and care. I am also going to make myself available. Anybody who has questions, comments, just wants to sit and have a coffee and talk, I'm available. I am looking forward to working with these wonderful people at the table, our awesome new mayor, our treasurer, our CAO. Let's build our community. Let's make it a happy, healthy place to live, work, and play. Black River-Matheson, I think after this next 4 years is going to be on the map. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your kind words, Councillor Drewer. And I'd like to thank all of council for their efforts and time tonight again. Thank you. Next, I would like to call on our Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Chris Ray, for a few words. A few words, Chris.
Thank you, Worship. Last night I was writing what I don't really like to talk from a speech, but I stopped at about 17,000 words last night. And then I thought better of it and I just reduced it to a couple of comments and I sort of like talking off the top of my head, but I came here 2.5 years ago and what I saw was a township or a municipality that needed a little bit of TLC, and that TLC can be brought by experience. I've worked in this sector for 26 years, and if there's something that's happened, I've probably seen it, both in the good and the bad. And that's not to say that Black River-Matheson was mismanaged or in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes it just takes somebody to pull all the pieces together to start moving it forward. I do want to thank former Mayor Latteroot and his council for the opportunity of being here. I found the last 2.5 years to be an interesting experience, and I felt frankly that the yardsticks were moved forward, and that's the legacy that this council and previous council will save. We wrote a whole bunch of new human resource policies. We developed a strategic plan that now has been passed on to the new council. We developed an economic development plan that's been passed on to the new council, and we kept compliant with the legislation where we had to. I hope that we've now established some stable leadership, and certainly we have an excellent staff. We have a great fire department. Thank you very much, guys, for your volunteer efforts. And our public works staff, of course, they do a great job taking care of our transportation system and the other sewer and water, etc. So as an incoming councillor, it's certainly an honor to be elected by your community. It's now your turn to build and on past councils towards you, your own legacy. You have two things going for you or to your advantage. One is you get a whole bunch of opportunities in front of you. You're going to find out very quickly what those opportunities are. To returning councillors, I already know about some of those things. And secondly, you've got stability in terms of the staff and the knowledge base that the staff has. And I think that you're going to find as you go through your term, you're going to talk to council members and everything. You can show you that. Over the next 4 years, you can count on my commitment and dedication, support, and that of our staff. So bon chance, thank you, merci, and miigwech.
So before we adjourn the meeting this evening, I'd like to give thanks to everyone that participated and helped organize the inaugural meeting. The Black River-Matheson firefighters, former Mayor Gilles Latterout, Brooke Cashmore and Kristen Cashmore, Gloria Catrillin on behalf of Apatibia and the Sinipik Nation, Melissa Haley Photography, and last but not least, the municipal staff. The municipal staff went above and beyond to see that the evening was organized and well put together. So thank you to all. Finally, following the closing of the meeting, I would ask that everyone remain on this side of the hall to avoid interfering with the council pictures that are going to take place back here. Once the formal pictures of council have been taken, you're all more than welcome to come and take your own pictures. So, Mr. Mayor, I need a mover and a seconder to officially adjourn the inaugural meeting.
Moved by Councillor DeMarchi, seconded by Councillor Neal.
May I read the motion, Mr. Chair?
Yes, you may.
Moved by Councillor DeMarchi and seconded by Councillor Neal that this regular inaugural meeting of council is hereby adjourned at 7:20 p.m.
All in favor? Carried. Thank you, everybody, for your participation.
Yay.
Already is.